Automation is more about mindset and not just technology.
Why mindset?
See, today in the AI era, adopting technology is actually very easy. But whether automation comes into your business or not depends on whether you have the mindset to bring in efficiency in all repetitive tasks. So, an eye to identify repetitive tasks in your organization. You will be able to find many in the operations department, but also in other departments as well. And then use the current technology in a simple way to automate that so that no repetitive task is performed by any team member or, of course, the business owner in your organization. So, it actually depends on whether building efficiency, especially in operations, stays as a top priority in the business owner's mind and the team's mind as well.
Okay, so you told about repetitive tasks, right? So it is easy to identify when it comes to general businesses like manufacturing or some traditional businesses. What about automation in creative field? Maybe you will be able to explain more since you were into architecture.
Yeah, sure. See, a lot of people have this myth that automation is difficult in creative fields. So, if I take architecture, which is one of the most creative fields, about 30 years back from now, people who are in the field will really be able to, understand it better. But even others can imagine drawing the steps of a theater, for example. It is a repetitive task somebody has to sit and do in the drawing, right? So there are 2 3 steps for drawing, each step which the person has to keep repeating. So when you are performing that task, it slowly comes into your mind, this is repetition, I'm doing for the second, third, fourth time the same thing. Then there automation is possible. So with the technology available 30 years back, in fact, I created a software which could automatically do the raking of a theater. So there are a lot of things in the creative field which has micro and even macro repetitive tasks. So even looking at maybe some kind of feasibility study before you start off a project also has many steps which have to be really repeated and ticked off. So these are all things that can get taken into a knowledge based expert system, and that expert system can answer back. So similarly, if I look at it again 3 decades back, acoustics, doing acoustics of a space was something that required a lot of steps which had to be systematically done. So there I took it into a knowledge based expert system, and if you ask the expert system, it will respond what the next step is, and each step like ticked off. So when it was that difficult so many years back, it was possible to be done. So that was an era people would know it was of DOS and Unix, and you had to program even the user interface. But now with AI, it is mainly the mindset of being able to identify every repetitive task. Well, the human brain does a lot of creative work, but to communicate that creative work to the rest of the world and to bring it out as real products or buildings, there are things which have to be done, and those include repetitions, checklists, systems, processes. All these can be easily automated in the current era with AI technology. So I think where people get stuck is to have the mindset to identify those and understand how much efficiency can be built by automating those. So this in fact saves a lot of human resource, time, cost, and also it mitigates risk as well. So when human beings keep doing repetitive tasks, there is more chance of error. That is something technology can do without error. So there again you are reducing your risk of the human factor coming in. So uh, these are the main things why I feel that with AI tools available today, this is the best time for businesses to really tap into it and get it done everywhere.
Yes, here I would like to add something from the costing perspective also, because if repetitive tasks can be automated, lot of cost can be reduced by doing that, right?
Absolutely.
And Deepa, recently we spoke about this Google AI Studio. Okay, so can you throw light on how it can be used for automation?
Yeah. So if we are thinking of a practical application, because Google AI Studio is one of the recent ones which had an upgrade, and it can be easily used by non-techie people also to develop apps where you can implement automation. So if we take an example of maybe customer support, you may be having somebody in your organization who speaks to customer support continuously, and there would be a lot of repeat questions that come from each category of customers, right? Maybe we can just look at an example of how an app can be easily built using Google AI Studio. And the beauty is now, in the current era, it just takes 5 minutes to create such a tool. And imagine the amount of time and human resource that we'll save by doing that. So today, automating any repetitive task is just a matter of few minutes with the right tools.
Absolutely true, Deepa.
So we'll just show it with a demo by actually opening Google AI Studio, and we'll go through it so it can be like a practical understanding. So just go to Google AI Studio, aistudio.google.com, and once you get in, just click on the Get Started button and sign in. And when you sign in, this will be the interface that you will see. What we are trying to do now is to just build an app quickly, right, in few minutes. So go to the build button, click that, and once you get in, there is a space, you see build your idea with Gemini. So you can put in your prompt there in plain English. So it would be as simple as what's put here, like create an app for customer support for my company. And you can also mention your company name. Here we have just mentioned it as creative as the company name. And thereafter, you can also give the style you want the app to look like, maybe your color scheme, your branding. That can also be mentioned in plain English. So a light purple theme and all that's what is put here. And you can as well give, you can input all the FAQs or the frequently asked questions which your customer support team deals with right now, with its answers as an input to the within the prompt. Or you can also do this entire thing by clicking on the mic and just speaking your prompt. It will pick it up from there. You can also use that plus icon to upload the files that you want to attach for it to have the data, right, to build the app. So all this done in plain English. Now what you see below is typical templates which are there, from which if you want you can choose, you can look at ideas from there. But to build this app, that's not needed. You can just go with the prompt directly. So once the prompt is done, then you go ahead and ask it to build it. As it processes it and comes out to the next step after you click the build button, then what you see would be your app which is ready to use with the interface. And with the prompt given, it looks something like this. So intelligent support, right, powered by creative AI. So creative is the name of the company, that's how it has come about. So there is, by the side of it, you can see the creative assistant. There you can go and ask any questions and the answers will be delivered. So any of your customers can come here and interact, and as long as that knowledge base is there, which of course you would have, which your team members are already using to help the customers, the AI would refer back to that and immediately give response. So in addition to that, there are also pages where the typical FAQ is also uploaded. So instead of asking questions, people can directly go to the FAQ tab and they can look up if any of their answers already, things they're searching for is already there, then they can immediately read the answers. Of course, it has also created a contact page where if they don't get the answers through the app, they can come and contact you directly. Then it can go into the manual process. And there is an admin login also. So the admin, from the admin side, if you want to get in and make some changes at the back end, that can also be easily done. So this, it hardly took 4 minutes and the app is built. So it's that simple in this era. So I hope this helps and also encourages all business owners to go ahead and automate all repetitive tasks, everything that has a system and process which can be done by a machine better than a human.